Let's now look at calculating the median from frequency tables. So this is just a small extension beyond what we were looking at in the previous video. So again, I'm looking at the same question that we looked at earlier on with the mean. So we've got 30 students in a class and they were asked how many siblings they had. We had an answer last time of 1.2 or 1.3, I can't remember, for the mean. For the median, well, remember it's the middle value. So once again, just like last time, we're going to imagine that we had a full list. So we're not going to write out the list because the whole point of a frequency table is to avoid that. But we imagine that we had the full list with our 8 zeros, our 12 ones, our 6 twos, and so on. And we want to find the middle value. Well, if there were 30 students, our middle value is 30 plus 1 divided by 2, which is 15.5. So we're looking for the 15.5th student, or halfway between the 15th and the 16th. So a useful way to do this is to keep track of the cumulative frequency, where we add up our students as we go. So the cumulative frequency, well, I've got 8 students who have 0 siblings. Now 8 plus 12 is 20, so I have 20 students who have up to one sibling. If I add in the next group, I've got 26. So I have 26 students who have up to 2 siblings, so 0, 1, or 2. If I add the next 3, it's 29. So 29 students have up to 3 siblings. And finally, there are 30 students who have up to 4 siblings. That's all of them. And I can see when I pass over 15.5. Well, in my first group, I only had 8, so I wasn't yet at 15.5. I had the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and 8th student. Now, the next group takes me all the way up to the 20th student. So if I've gone all the way up to the 20th student in my second group, I must have passed over the 15th and the 16th students in the second group. So my median child must be in this group here, so they must have 1 sibling. So that means that the median number of siblings is 1. And again, if we're imagining this full list, it would look like this. We've got our zeros here, so 8 of those zeros, and then we've got our ones here. And then we've got our 2s here and so on. And so since we've got 8 of these guys, and by the time I get up to the end of the ones, I know I've got 20 students. It means the 15th and 16th must be in this group. In fact, we've got 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. So the median was halfway between those, so it's 1. But we don't need to write out the list. That's the whole point. We just need to think about the cumulative frequency and think, when does it pass over our median position? And it passes over our median position somewhere in group 2, which means they're in group 2. By group 2, I mean the second one down, which means they have 1 sibling. So that's how we can calculate medians from frequency tables.